The Nigerian civil servants are saddled with the responsibility of rendering services for the betterment of the country, which lasts for 35 years. In the course of serving, they expect some dividends in terms of housing, but unfortunately, their hopes get dashed as the housing situation in the country is in a worrisome state, hence becoming an intractable problem as housing remains a basic need of every civil servant and humans in general. In an interview with the National Public Relations Officer of Pegasus, he stated how the current minimum wage of the civil servants in Nigeria cannot cater for their need, analyzing why it is so. He also added that the process of procuring a home as a civil servant has not been an easy one.
For an average house in Nigeria, there's no way 30,000 naira per month can afford an average worker housing, except that guy would not do any other thing in his life. Remember, they pay transport, they have children, they have rent to pay on other bills. So when you say how well will it, the answer is he cannot even afford a land, the bare land, not to talk of now building. So no.
The chairman of NEPC, Barrister Ben Acho, added that a public-private partnership is needed to solve the current problem of housing bedeviling the civil servants, as the government alone will not be able to do it all.
My organization is not different, it's not separated from Nigeria. We have had issues of mass housing, but my organization is doing its best to be able to ensure that housing is taken care of within the house, but the federal government input will have actually done us better. The best way to go about it now is that let's talk about solution. A public-private partnership will be a welcome idea because government itself cannot by itself alone take care of Nigeria completely.
The chairman of Medical and Health Workers Union, National Institute of Pharmaceutical Research and Development, Abuja, compared the government's effort in providing affordable housing for civil servants to a drop of water in the ocean as the population overwhelms the effort, which is seen to be minimal.
It's a drop in the ocean. That effort is a drop in the ocean. It's too minimal. It's not even seen as it is now. Because look at the population. Look at the number of civil servants that we have. Look, not even the civil servants, look at the numbers of Nigerians we have. You see a father and 4 children living in one room. As it is now, we can still tell you there are people who still live under shanties, under the bridges, in many places in this country. So the government effort, yes, government have put in an effort, but that effort is a drop in the ocean.
The zonal chairman of Pegasus, Lagos Zone, stated that the process of owning a home as a civil servant in Nigeria is challenging, but can be resolved with proper engagement and some other policies that can be made by the government and other stakeholders.
We know that there is a national housing scheme and the mortgage fund, and recently the federal government deliberately is building houses across the 36 states. It's a little bit challenging, but I believe we can improve the process. And one of the ways of improving the process is engagement. Both the stakeholders in the housing sector, in the financing, and then the employer of labor, which is the federal government and the private sector. I believe, as Pegasus member, is dialogue and engagement, because when there is communication, effective communication, you'll be able to see the gaps, you'll be able to identify the loopholes, you'll be able to spot areas of improvement, bearing in mind that the largest room in life is the room of self-improvement, and housing can be made affordable, can be made available, and can also be made accessible, and Nigerians will be better off for it.
The housing plight, particularly for civil servants in Nigeria, remains an obstinate problem. As such, civil servants have used the just concluded May Day to draw the attention of the government to their housing situation.